in 3, 2, 1, dive.
60th qualification of the Wilsonville 2025 district event. And 1425, your event hosts making quick work of the 4th level, placing a second coral up high. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance looks like they are ready to go as soon as the drivers take control. And Error Code 0 places a final 3rd piece on that reef at the end of the autonomous. Drivers step forward and take control, and the Aggineers slowly approach the reef where they have a piece of coral that they will deposit onto that 1st level. Error Code 0 adding a 4th piece of coral up to that top level. And their alliance partners, Ursa Major, remove a piece of algae rather quickly from the reef and place it over in the processor to deliver to the Blue Alliance human player. Over on the red side of the field, Dragons have a piece of coral in the hand, and they're going to go get in the way of Error Code 0, who's currently trying to line up with their human player, but their human player manages to send it sideways into the robot, and Error Code 0 walks away. Red Alliance human player throwing up a piece of algae into the red barge, mashed by a piece on the Blue Alliance barge. Ursa Major removing another piece of algae from the reef. And their alliance partners, the Cyborg Eagles, start placing coral on the 3rd level. Slightly hindered by the Dragons, though, as they go and try to fight for some field space. Over on the blue side of the field, not a lot of coral up yet, but I'm sure that they'll get there soon. Aggineers have a piece of algae in their robot, and they are lining up with that blue barge. They have that really unique shooter that we don't see a lot of robots having. And they are going to try to spin that up and launch it, and it just bounces out. But they're going to go with that intake and try to grab that again. Their human player, on the other hand, does manage to make that piece of algae stick. My favorite team, a piece of coral in the robot, and it looks like they're just taking a little bit of extra time to maybe line up with the reef from a distance. Over on the blue side of the field, Dragons creating some absolute chaos as they push around the other robots on the red side of the field. Error Code has decided they don't want to go and score anymore, and they're going to go instead try to climb. They have their climber deployed, aiming towards the deep cage, and it is engaged. And the robot soars into the air, but it touches that chain. We'll see if that climb is going to end up counting in the end. And that is the end of the match. 103-36, your preliminary scores. We have your final scores. We'll take home 117 against the Blue Alliance's, 117 against the Blue Alliance's 40, with Alliances having achieved the cooperation and 5 ranking points being taken home by that Red Alliance.